Hello! So, on Halloween 2 years ago, me and my friends decided to dress up like bunnies because couldn't think of anything creative. We went to my friend Camille's house and we were just hanging out and we got a bottle of champagne. I probably drank like 3 sips of it. Then my best friend Noah loves to mess around with me, so he said that he heard some creepy noise in my friend Camille's house. So he starts running, and I'm in front of him, so I obviously start running because I get scared. We start running towards Camille's room, and in the doorway, I'm running in the doorway. All of a sudden, my body collapses in a blink of an eye. I don't even remember it happening because it was so fast. And I look up, and under my tights, I can see my kneecap, and it's sideways, my left knee. It was so horrible. I think I was just in shock, so I didn't even feel the rush of the pain yet. But that pain definitely hit right after that. It was strong. I looked up, told my friends to call 911. They thought I was joking because they were messing around with me. Then they looked at my knee, freaked out a little bit, but tried to keep it together because they knew how much pain I was in. My friend Camille called 911 while we waited for the paramedics to get there. They were really supportive and just tried to tell me funny stories to distract me. Once the paramedics got there, they examined my knee, gave me fluids, some kind of drug for the pain. And the funny part was I let them know, I was like, just want to let you know I've had a little bit of alcohol tonight. And the way I said it, they just thought it was so funny, and same with my friends. And then one of the most painful parts of the night, I mean, the whole night was painful, but one of the more painful parts was when they had to lift me up because I was already in such an uncomfortable place with my knee that lifting me up was the last thing I wanted. So, but they did it, took me in a gurney outside into the car, with the paramedics. My parents started rushing up to me, were so worried because they obviously weren't at the house because it was just me and my friends. Came to the hospital with me. My friends followed behind. We all got there. My friends had to stay in the waiting room. My parents went in with me, and I stayed on that gurney thing they moved me onto one of the beds outside of the room. Did not get helped for probably 3 to 4 hours. The pain drug obviously wore off by then because it was so painful. Just crying. Worst pain of my life, basically. My parents were trying to comfort me. They were stressed out because they hated seeing me in like this pain. I honestly felt like the night was gonna go on forever. Felt like a nightmare. Finally got helped after that 4th hour. Got into an actual room, saw a doctor, had to get an x-ray, which was even more painful because they had to move my knee from side to side to just like move my whole leg to get the x-ray, which was so painful. It was horrible. My boyfriend finally showed up and was there to be supportive too with us in the hospital room. Stayed in there for probably an hour to 2 hours too. It was a very long night of pain, and they gave me more of the pain fluids throughout the night, so I had a lot in my body. And yeah, so they finally got ready to push it back into place, and that was probably the most painful part of the whole night. My parents were holding my hands on both sides, squeezing. They said 1, 2, 3, popped it back into place. Probably screamed at that point. Probably the one time I would have screamed. And that is my story. Made it home safely. But the moral of it is, have good knees and look where you're running. Thank you.